What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today, guys, I'm going to talk about the Tigers here real quick. They haven't been doing too well as of late. They've dropped three games to the White Sox, and I believe they've only won 1 out of 4 against the Houston Astros. So my question is going to be to you guys out there, and go ahead and put it down in the comments, is are the Tigers now seriously considering actually going to be a fire sale of a team and are going to start rebuilding? That's a very good question. I don't know the answer to that. To me, as a fan, kind of watching the games and all that, the offense kind of seems to come when they want to come. Last night, they only scored 3 runs. I didn't watch the game, but I seen some highlights. Watch a little bit of Brad Ausmus's post-game interview. Kind of says the same thing, kind of, oh, the pitchers was really well, and our bats weren't coming on tonight. Well, why are the bats not coming on? That's the real question. I know we're getting old. I knew it was a bad idea that we had left, even though he's one of my favorite players, Victor Martinez. The guy's knees are shot. He can't run worth a damn, or seems to kind of want to run when he does, but I don't know how his knees are. I guess his knees are shot from what everybody else is saying. Cabrera is not the same person that he was. Hell, the only 2 people that are really contributing are Castellanos and J.D. Martinez. Really, that's your really only 2. Upton still seems to strike out a lot. At least kind of what I see. I don't know if you guys kind of think differently. Iglesias isn't the same player he was. Kinsler kind of seems to be Ian Kinsler. Well, there's 3 out of the 9. But everybody else just kind of seems to be kind of lackadaisical and isn't contributing. The starting pitching is kind of starting to show its age. The bullpen still isn't right, even though as of late, since they've changed over to Justin Wilson for the closer, seems to be what's the word I'm trying to say here? It's getting better, I guess is kind of what I say. But the Tigers haven't been put in those situations to see if Justin Wilson is the guy. I mean, maybe it is the time to have the Tigers start rebuilding and to maybe put some fire sale on it. I don't know if Alavilla's been reaching out to teams to try to not really to say to dump players, but I think it's time for this team to dump players. They have one of the highest payrolls in baseball. The team hasn't been that good. They're under 500. I think now they're 4 games under 500. I didn't look at the standings, but based on what I've seen just recently, they got to be 2, 3, 4 games under 500 at this point. And right about this point of the year, you know what kind of team you have. Right around 500, probably going to be less than 500 as the season goes on. There's not going to be a playoff appearance. This will be the 2nd year in a row that there's going to be no playoff appearance. You got the Indians, the White Sox, and some could make a case for even the Minnesota Twins to be the teams that are up and coming, and the Tigers are on the slide down. Kansas City, I don't know what's up with Kansas City. I would have thought they probably would be up there with the Indians trying to contend, but that team seems to, I don't know if it's a destination for those guys, for players to go to. Just Kansas City, for winning the World Series just a couple of years ago, now they're regulated down to one of the worst teams in the AL Central. I mean, that's, to me, I don't understand that. I don't know how you can win the World Series one year and then be almost one of the worst teams in the league the next year. Kind of what looks kind of more like a flash in the pan. But anyway, guys, I don't know what's going on with the Tigers. Maybe it's time for a fire sale. I hope Alavilla kind of gets on the phone. Maybe he's already doing that, talking to players. Maybe he might be asking too much, too, in compensation for it because of the high contracts, or maybe the teams are just going, that's too high, we're not going to do anything. I don't know, guys. The fire sale is probably going to happen. If it does, I hope it happens. If it doesn't happen by the trade deadline, I hope it happens at the end of the year, because I'm kind of really sick of watching the Tigers lose these types of games and kind of losing series when they've got one of the highest payrolls in baseball. Now, if they had one of the lowest payrolls in baseball and were losing and one of the worst teams, I could stomach that, but not with this high a payroll and not for all the so-called superstars they have on the team. It's time to dump these guys, I think. But guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and also do a like, subscribe as well. You know, I very well could be wrong, guys. Maybe I'm just kind of taking a pessimistic point of view on this, but let me know, okay? Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces.